Slide got replaced, that had the hole in it, it's
Okay.
got the ladder, lookout ladder on it now. So, got a lot of each wood is all,
That's very nice. What are your computers? Hedges, zero.
you did get all.
Head of the table. We sit here for you. Welcome.
We need to get all the Christmas stuff up, that was the last thing we just did. Gotta be, walk inside the lake. Beach road. Right now, we're working on, getting all the buildings, our storage buildings, 5S, clean, labeled, so we know where everything's at, so. Gotta get a handle on inventory, everything. But, feel it's going great, team's doing a great job. And then we'll start servicing all the tractors, lawnmowers, stuff like that. We want to go here today. Yeah, it's, just so you guys know, we got Bill full time through he's part time, but he's all year long now.
Okay.
So our mowers with Matt and him, we service in-house. If we took those out, just hopefully that's $100 an hour.
And he's pretty good along.
Very, very.
Yes.
Tire, we bought two $59 tire changers from,
Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight and,
Place to go.
okay. So. I think next year our budget's even gonna look better. It's- A lot of things we're trying to do in the past, but let's get organized, more efficient, where everything's at.
What I do want to say, thank you guys. I would not have thought in the job description, shoveling snow on walking paths in December was something you'd be imagining doing. But I had no idea. So many people wanted to walk in the snow. It doesn't seem like a good idea to me. But you were out shoveling, moving snow from walking paths the other day, all day, and heard a lot of positives about that. And so I think when you think of you, mowing is definitely a big part of it, but snow removal from walking path is not something
I
that,
wouldn't have thought that many people did that out, but as soon as we get that, I really.
that's awesome.
Well, and his padre, Junior, Fields, he started at 2 o'clock in the morning. And brought more people out at 3, so we had all the streets. We didn't have to.
Here, maybe one incident.
I went on an oil change at 8 o'clock.
Hey,
And I went from behind Walmart to Vienna and the road was clear. There was nothing. There's,
With 4 inches of snow.
yeah, and there was a little slush in Vienna when I was trying to turn left into TC, but it was just like right on the line. But no, I was driving just down the speed limit, wasn't scared at all.
Bill, like, so you're gonna get side by side. You got to be, stuff like, okay, it's all here. That's, yeah, so.
He's had the dream. I mean, he's got
Very lucky.
they're blessed.
Yeah.
But,
So what's going on with the master plan?
so, worked with Stacy. She was gonna put the new logo on it. Said Stacy, I really don't know. Let's go through everything too. She helped me. And, she went through it actually before. She even found where to turn in. And she's very good at that stuff, so she was just giving me some recommendations. Of what to do, so she's actually gonna help me after we found out what we found out. And, so our 5-year plan is actually good, but one current one till 2027. We have to turn one in until November of 2027. So, Greg Belfus from DNR, he says, I think you folks are actually ahead of the game. I don't realize it. I attached this copy of the last plan acceptance letter for Scottsburg 2021. Take a look at the expiration date. Scottsburg still has an entire year. Grant application eligibility will not need to draft a submitted plan until November 15th, 2026 for renewed 2027 grant application. So we have another year.
So I guess since we turned it in 2021 at the end of the year.
So good thing, we are ahead of the schedule. One thing Stacy was pointing out to me, I didn't know, the census about Scott County people, I didn't really get a new one. So she wanted me to ask you guys to go get a new one, that should be the same one. And do you guys have anything now that we got more time that you would like to see put in there? Because I tried to add the stuff that we talked about that give us points. But she has a lot of good ideas too. So let's go ahead and start, resubmit it for you guys to look at and go from there.
How about you send it to us, let us look over it, and if anybody wants to add,
We got time to modify.
yeah, and we can do it.
Mm.
I think we should get the public's opinion, and that, again,
So do the survey and get the new census. I'm sure, I don't know when the last time the Census Bureau there.
at least a new survey.
We can do that on Facebook now.
Yeah, because we've done so much new things already.
Is this the one package?
The 5-year break, yeah.
Yeah. It's things that we want to do in 5 years.
If you have anything there? Back here.
Yeah, we did. Well, I take that back to me, that's something.
Is there something you want to add to?
Well, I literally beg. I take them, pay you $1 a year, and then I'll get all water, I'll get all of it. I'll even buy lifeguards. Sure, you can buy life. So I feel we need, rules are expensive to build, expensive to maintain. There is an area in the corn factory I could have an in-house pool, but there's also areas I can have outside. Again, I am, Junior and Randy both had their teams go down there. And, it looks just like a hall, and that's all it is. It's 3-layer stick of brick built in 1897. I tore 2/3 of the building down already. We own a tremendous amount of property all the way back. If you're standing at the south side of the corn factory, it goes all the way to that house. And you can go, hello, hello, hello. I mean, it's huge in there. But anyways, it's between 40 and 50,000. And I did one, a gathering area, a place to come together. I mean, I don't have anything against Kevin Smallwood having this band right there on the highway. Why not have something like that? Or you just have so much potential.
Do you think the structure of it is good, or will it have to be board?
No, that's why I'm trying to say it. I have a structural engineer coming here to look at it. I've already had one. He said, we have some areas that we're going to have to masonry on, but these things, it's all steel. It's steel girding, steel furling. I mean, I need to put a roof on it. I'm not planning on putting any heat and air, a bathroom, a roof, we'll have windows, we'll have doors. And it would be a spring, summer, fall, Christmas, Santa. We talked about these rails that are 39-foot long, track rails. 1852.
Yeah.
And again, this is something we can do. I was wanting to get those and maybe even more. And putting down going out towards Highway 31 and get those, even if the cars you stand on. Now you can have pedals. Get in there and just pedal yourself out to maybe this picnic area we have, or something like that. But just to make it where it's family friendly, that we have a movie theater, that we have a putt golf course. You know, roller skating, you know, for 4 people for $20. This is just a typical thing. And, you know, we have kids saying, what are we doing? We don't have anything to do. Well, we now are giving, not only our place to go, but also Washington County, Jackson County, Jefferson County, Jennings County. You know, when people hear me saying, I think it's just going fun. I want food videos. I want beverage videos. You know, and I mean, I went down to winter here. They had this on a Friday, Saturday, and it's just people just come from all. And is it off the beaten track? Yes, it is. But it is in a place that is conducive. We're gonna put music around the way. You know, we can do all of these things. And I'm really hot on that thing. Everybody wants to be here now. I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
We would double down. So this is what, I think it's very reflective. It's gonna be safe. It won't have expenses of, heating and air conditioning. It's, you know, so but I'd like to put pools in. I'd like to have an aquatic center on, I have a small place to put it inside, and I have a place out here. So those are things that we would like to try to see in a 5 year. We need a pool.
Yeah.
I mean, they're costly, I think we need a pool.
I know, my wife's a teacher, we have 2 little ones. They go to Madison, they go down to Jeff, they go to Albany, and, you know, I work through the summer, so I don't get to go with them. But I think she pays, was it $7, $8 a kid?
Yeah.
For a day. And you're there and it starts to storm, sorry. I mean, you don't get your money back. And they're all different. I know Brownstown has something small, Clifton Park has something, but I know the aquatic centers in Albany, Madison, and Jeff. We go, we take kids with us.
Yeah.
So we're gonna spend money. Be a lot easier not to spend gas. Be a lot easier not, you know, just to do it here locally.
So let's see, let's catch up with the other.
Oh, yeah.
Cameron did travel well ball for, since he was 8 years old, and the other parks, it's just, I mean, North
Yeah,
Vernon.
North Vernon, there
I
you go.
mean, just that baseball tournaments is what brought all that other stuff.
Yeah.
That's what paid for that pool.
Very nice. Very nice.
At the movie, Mary Gap. In the mayor, we talked about the train thing there, but to me, the people that walk that lake, that should be a sign.
Yeah.
The amount of people that sit on that big deck, but right now, all we do is pull leaves off of.
Yeah.
You have tables sitting up there, they're gonna go, we need to just do something different, and then that keeps the value.
Kids, some of these, yeah.
Better.
That's what, I mean, my daughters were from, you know, Crystal Beach and Madison.
Yeah.
They do lifeguard training in the summer, and then they do it for junior, and then if you are a junior lifeguard, like it helps you when you get, it's like what, 16, you could do the actual lifeguard. And she's like, oh, I want to do that one work there. And it's like, you know, my room, and to talk to them, send it back, but it's, I was thinking, I was like, there really is no like high school job that she could do like that unless it was McDonald's or something, you know.
Definitely big stuff to put in the 5 year plan, but I think like we talked about there, there's small stuff that it's not gonna cost. The 5,000 for that to make that snack bar, it's already got electric.
Yeah.
So put just air fryers in there in a freezer, ice cream, coffee pots, chocolate, hot chocolate. And you'll make that back in no time, then you pay a high school kid, but there's a lot of good things in there that we talked about in there, but it may be in another water park. Because we talked about putting another one at beach where we ought to start doing, but a charge for it, just like Charlestown does. Maybe just a little bit bigger. So I think they'd be $5 for local, $8 for out of town, something like that. But I would let me start seeing.
And we don't do that. We can put it better.
We put it in 5-year plan. But, it was good to know that
Your time.
we have time, now we can make it even better. And he said we could send it to him multiple times. He can look at it, give us suggestions to make it.
Yeah. And then like, he was like, okay, fix this part, and then finally, I think like the third time, he said it's perfect.
Is,
Yeah.
is there any grain of that factory that we could purchase? Cause that's the big one thing.
Because that's. Oh. Making sure the. By Beechwood, they
Mhm.
sold that,
The house, the abandoned rock.
yeah, they sold it.
All of the property, we, contact that. You know that road, I think it is maybe Meridian, that goes all the way down to it. All that property on the right hand side, once you pass Larry Havens in the top, all that's that stuff.
Okay.
And then all the way back, where that waste scale's at, all that stuff. And that waste scale goes all the way over south to, you'll see the pole for that house, that first one. So we own a lot of that grass, we have a parking lot. And I thought that would just be a great venue to be able to introduce folks to that property. And whatever, you need to have a kitchen in these. So, you know. It'll go.
Yeah.
And you have. So,
Like, it's like a lot of work for them.
it does, it does. So but there's a lot of ground, we own all that property going back. If you go north. All that water there, that's much their own. So,
I just think with this, application in the 5-year plan, for more money, if we are expanding the land. So the problem is we own all the land around it, and that makes it a little tricky. But if you see something, the next year, that's something that keep on the radar. Yeah, will help
Yeah.
us.
You could also state in here that they did not give it any. This year, and most likely will not happen next year. So, that's, to me, that's positive for 27. If we really make ours look good.
Yeah.
If it goes a couple of years and they didn't give any out, then maybe they will be giving big chunks out in 27. So. Everything,
Yeah, just regular maintenance of parks and.
Yeah.
Lights and.
So we'll start, working on all roofs. Yeah.
How's, the lake? Yeah, they don't treat it.
That's that question. He said every 2 weeks is what he told me.
Yeah.
Well, that's,
They'll probably still do stuff.
Yeah.
We have to make sure the pumps are still working. I think they.
It's out here.
it's a full year. Tomorrow.
I'm going to die. Chris Jackson. Okay. So, you know it.
I don't,
And he's he won. And got to be a good now. Up on the Pressy. I took him. It says, my lady, like, it says, if you want to clean it up, still, fish is fine, here's the company. So I have to go and. But. And you look at it, which you do, and see if they can, He said, it's just a much cleaner way. tonight. Now, mine was not good.
Yeah.
And I think, it's awkward,
Aquatic.
awkward player. And, and that's who we have. This is why we changed it to the company all the. So it was able to still say that the conservation fish.
Whereas, it's like the grassy stuff that they say you have to keep up or.
It's clear, so I can take a picture because
Yeah.
it's where I saw my work. I mean, that's not in here, fish. All the
Does it
fish are
have,
eventually fish in it though. Yeah, it's really
It
pretty.
gives it have like,
Interesting. Oh, who, I can find out.
they have like their grass and like rocks.
They got rocks,
Like,
yeah, like the rocks is like, we have a walking path around it. And then it's right outside there.
Did you go out there for lunch and?
No, it's too cold right now,
Yeah.
but we got picnic tables and stuff like that, but yeah.
They built a multi-million-dollar facility. They do all kinds of refuge.
Yeah, well, that's all. So we're gonna hold you in the sea, because I mean, that's all I'm like we ever did for them.
I'm saying, well, they say, when the guy talked to the guy, he said, well, you gotta leave some of that vegetation there. Well, see, it's like clear and don't have, with the fish to run. Because he said, you're either not gonna have any fish or you're gonna have a pretty lake.
That's what they told me, you want swimming pool, you want.
Exactly what he got from me. It'll be interesting to see what they're doing,
Yeah.
because that's why we don't read it maybe 3 times is what he recommends. He wanted to really excellent, I think there was, somebody said that about the ditches too, that we got, the creeks at Beechwood, we should, we didn't even remember the erosion, they go over and stuff, so. See, that would be good.
It's not gonna hurt to have people look at it, get another. Get another opinion.
What is the,
That 13.
What's the total, what was the total? What are your thoughts?
Sorry, I was like, wait. I didn't get you.
well, we did have to pay the Beechwood ended up coming out of it, so we got some.
That's a revenue. I'm looking at.
Yeah, I laid them out, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, you're good. That'll be good. This number's very good.
And-
Like, it's, got added as, Warrior, that has heat too, when I'm not out, so there, cancer gas over there. Save them on that, so 500 gallon tank on. I think it's like 1,600 to fill it up, so. It's not bad. My Warrior, and then the 2 air units you added.
Yeah.
Those have heat too.
Yeah, I did that, but I didn't know we were on a propane tank.
Yeah.
You run a propane tank?
Yes, 500,
Who does that? I didn't know.
they're going through barrel rates too.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you know.
Well, I would put a natural gas furnace.
Yeah, it's propane tank in the back.
But there was no heater,
No, there was no air.
there was no air.
No air.
Yeah, they had heat.
Yeah.
And Fire has one of the- They were so what they see. There's nothing. No.
Standardizing. Full paper holders, get rid of all old rod.
Yeah,
looking months, so. We got moving to single roads, some vital, special.
Yeah.
Big roads, and, finished putting up the hand blowers. Cause there's still some places that have the paper down,
Yeah.
and get the people this way, who goes. Baseball park was worse. Go in every day and have to replace the road. So we'll be putting hand blowers in there, so it saves anything.
Do you have any baby changes? Facility thing?
Not yet, I'm probably, it's added everywhere.
that's what we had them in, we added them into the splash park. That's, yeah. But it would be nice to have it there.
I think, yeah, I think. You, especially be.
Be good, yes, we can.
Well,
We did great. We did great. It's about 6, 7, 8.
30 minutes.
If it's just two, what we got here.
I think it's probably about a half a dozen. But they didn't know what to do with it. So I'll take the blame on that. Which I didn't think I've changed.
Yeah.
But I won't. I went down and got a back from like that. Yeah. We gotta clean it
Doug,
up.
at 8 o'clock at night.
You saw it, why not?
We did.
We had an event the next day.
Did you?
Yeah.
What'd you have the next day?
Get back. Yeah.
Like it's going good.
I think we've been becoming very progressive, don't you?
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. So what's next?
Small things that I feel the team can do without hiring it out. That's like the snack bar.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh,
That's.
And that would be great to have it, if we could get it in the summer.
If you guys give me the go, we'll start working on it. I think we can do it without a big expense. I mean, maybe just 1 week or a month, have an air fryer. And an over has to be built between all the facilities and come up with a freezer. Yeah, or eBay.
Mhm.
But the other thing that we talked about is, I know we're looking at getting a batting cage. But I would like to have that pool house like we talked about.
Yeah.
Clean it out and put it in there. So you can work through the winter too.
Yeah.
The guy that redid the field said
Yeah.
he did one in Madison for 5,800. And you're talking about green carpet, bedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another low one.
And actually, that artificial turf, if you find it, we could, there'll be high schools, looking it up from fields that they got a grant for something.
They should rent that out to travel teams.
Yeah.
If they're always looking for that. The second thing I think we should work on during the winter. And look at you got to been to the Columbus, I think maybe Franklin Park. Full in the parking lot. There's this great big automated batting machine. Yeah. You see what I'm talking about? You just go drop in the quarters and pretty much not. Wow. Have it staffed. Wow. Now you can staff it during the tournaments if you want.
Yeah.
But if you have a change machine there, they just go pop in the chain. They get inside there and it's like multiple. And it all goes down, the balls roll down.
No.
And then they
That's
feed
pretty
them.
cool.
It's like a bowling ball. Really? I mean, it's, the same idea. It's, everything that funnels down
Yeah.
and then it just recycles back up and yeah, it's going operated. And
That's awesome.
It's full. I mean, you pull in the boys are fine, maybe some of them need to go before the game starts.
So how many pieces of the pie? Is it 8 different slots? Have 8 worth?
Should be.
you could do a lot. So the one in Jeff, back behind, yeah, that's where we go. They have, number 6, they have a softball wing, And then it goes speed. So you determine on, how you want that. And it goes all the way up to maybe 60, 65 miles per hour. And, it's just point off, like you get 10 balls for a coin.
Quarter.
Yeah, it's quarter, yeah, it's something like that.
Those
maybe.
three things right there would generate small money coming in automatically. Oh, that's with a small investment and not, then you
Yeah.
work on getting the bigger.
Just saying, if we started getting permits here, I think we could start permits.
It's
I think
great.
that's a really good.
We should take the concessions. Small money coming.
Yes.
You know, if you get the money coming in, then you could spend more, do more. That, to start something.
You family for Little League, it's crazy.
It's huge.
Yeah, so
So I can have
a weekend.
yeah, but I think pigs are, you're gonna pay for some. 6 month old out here. To me, that. It's a thing for free, but,
In the high school, if you use the parks, well,
it's for free.
fields,
The middle school field, I don't know, I have to talk to Jamie about that, because they took it over, right?
They did, it's a lease. Ironically, I do have something on my list and be something we can talk about. There's potential that the middle school baseball program, instead of 2 teams, they'd have 3 teams this year. If that's the case, they're curious about utilizing Little League field for practice. So the Little League board had a meeting last week, we talked about it. The timing wouldn't interfere with, would be like 3 to 5, which you. So it really wouldn't be an issue for Little League. But then it's up to us if we want to let them use it. I think if we could utilize the senior league field for tournaments, sure. Yeah,
just all.
Yeah,
Jamie also gave us a scoreboard, the old one that comes in. It's great, so, so this guy, that would be to figure out where we should put it up. Beechwood is what I was thinking. They are running they're talking to you about that, guys, wanting to start the tournaments again at Beechwood. They're gonna have their insurance, but there's a lot of things that, talking with the older guys that you stick there to build. Again, it's nothing, I think we probably have the materials laying around at the building at the forwards. But he asked, he said, man, if you just put a roof over the bleachers, put the netting up, do the sports lights like you got over the basketball court and stuff like that. He said, you're gonna be bringing in national tournaments in here, and that's what they're looking to do now. They're bringing in national tournaments there. But
They talked about the concessions there too.
yeah, and that's a nice little concession area. I mean, we had to get one there to plug up the lights, but that's, I was hoping to get those tournaments going so we can make some money off those concessions there. And, but sooner we'll meet sometime there when we get that.
Yeah.
Scheduled.
yeah, they went out with, the post out last week with registration dates and all that kind of stuff for the league. And they moved it earlier and they'll have the season start earlier because 1st of June, these tournaments start. The all-star tournaments start. And so having all that, we can start scheduling stuff out. But the truth is, we can be scheduling something like that out, first of the year. If coaches are gonna start making phone calls, we can put stuff on Facebook that way. It is many phone calls, which is ideal. But no, we can schedule stuff. I think the first year, would be, interesting. We'll have to learn, but,
Let's make sure too, we get some of the. Now, waiting, stuff. Once people come.
Absolutely. We have. Fire department's got one. And, I think, here, think we have, 5, 7, 7 or 8. You have 5 parked at ours right now, because I made a new spot for them at the Parks Department, so it's 5 there. So I think it's,
You think we need any more? All good?
you know, the only thing we got was 2 views. So,
What do you want us, what's the ideal to leave December budget with?
So, you know,
Like, so before, I think we were always kind of told to leave
100%.
like 25% in there, wasn't it, or?
Yeah, I think it's usually about 10 to 12%, like
Okay,
typically for a budget.
But with some of these projects, if we got some that's fairly with
yeah, I was gonna say,
a little bit of.
if we have a little bit left over in December, I mean, you know, but look at it. I guess it's, when we do, go ahead and, that's, stuff to get started, I mean,
yeah, I'll have to talk to Jan and see, this year what we're, because we got just a couple weeks left. And it's December. What, I would like to do is go out and get quotes. I mean, if you think about it, snack bar guys, it's a no, that's, you're talking $100,000.
Right.
You're gonna go get a, I mean, besides buying the food and stuff, but just start out with coffee, hot chocolate. You know, if you wanna sell some soups or something in there, that's what you need to get the snack bar started right now. There's hardly anything. The electric's already in there. The seating's already there. You know, we have to go out and get some cheap stools or stand-up tables or whatever. But I can get that pricing and bring it to the next meeting. And get the quote for the pitching machine, because I think that we have that in before, especially if we're gonna, or the batting cage, have that in before the season starts. All over.
I think, yeah, I mean, we got 13% left, and like I said, we're a couple of weeks out, I mean, that 3%, I wouldn't imagine we probably could use that to cover the batting cage cost, I mean, it's very minimal. You can go on Marketplace and look for the nets. There's a lot of options out there, we don't have to go in and reinvent the wheel, I mean, it's there. So, yeah.
We can be on
Yeah, utilizing space that's underutilized, well, yeah, that's, yeah.
So you're talking the pool house one first, and get the automated one later.
It'd be a lot, I mean, yeah, if you just put the batting cage in the full house, it'd be a lot less involved with that, I mean.
So are you guys good to at least start on those 2, or?
yeah,
It's in your budget.
Yeah.
And Dan says no. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you.
Let's see. But,
I'm gonna say that, and 2, you can always, like, for events, young Marines, I mean, I know some of them are younger, but if you could get some of the older kids, YGC,
Yeah,
they're always looking for volunteer hours, so like, family fishing day, you know what I mean, like, where you need more hands on deck. You can always use those, like, groups of those kids like that to come and help us on the busy event days. For example.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we get them busy. You see those weeds over there? So, builds character.
We share from one corner to the other.
Is there anything else?
Great meeting.
Sorry, first you. Try to get for Charles. What do you want? Motion to adjourn the meeting? We have a second. All in favor, say aye. Opposed, say no. When's our next meeting? It is Tuesday.
Well, let me just clarify. I had
wasn't discriminating, but now I've got a pink. today.